Hey guys, here's here, and the Nexus 5X just came out, and the iPhone 6s also just came out. So before I get to my full comparison between these two phones, I'm going to do a little two-part series. 5 reasons why one phone's better than the other, and this one, 5 reasons the iPhone 6s is better than the Nexus 5X. Starting out with number 1 is definitely the build. Now, I might actually go as far as saying the Nexus 5X looks better than the iPhone 6s. I'm a big fan of the polycarbonate shell and clean matte design, but once you pick the two phones up, it's obvious which one costs $300 more. The iPhone 6s feels solid, substantial, and premium in the hand, is made out of aluminum and more aluminum. The Nexus 5X feels super light, cheap, and certainly not substantial. It's made out of plastic and more plastic. The sides in particular feel cheap, with the buttons not being super tactile and a little mushy. Overall, just a very plastic design, which is a foil to the iPhone 6s's premium metal build. Number 2 is the camera. Now on paper, these phones have very similar cameras on both the front and the back, and there's two areas where the 6s really shines compared to the 5x. That would be low light and video. Now my favorite part of the camera experience on an iPhone would have to be the video features. The iPhone has the best in class time lapses and slow-mo, offering up to 240 frames per second slow motion video. The Nexus 5X doesn't have time-lapse, and the slow-mo is 120 frames per second, and it doesn't look nearly as good as the 6S. But the iPhone also excels in general photo-taking abilities, and the less light there is, the bigger the difference. In low light, the 5X really starts to struggle, sometimes trying to overcompensate by bumping up the shutter speed or ISO, whereas the iPhone 6S handles it much better. This is also clearly seen in the front-facing camera. Number 3 would be storage options. Now, of course, the iPhone 6S starts at 16 gigs, which is not what you want. It's not good, but it goes up to 64 gigs and 128 gigs, so you can have up to 128 gigabytes of storage. The Nexus 5X also starts at 15 gigs, which is more acceptable with the price point, but it only goes up to 32 gigs. So if you're a power user, the Nexus 5X might not even be an option for you because it maxes out at 32 gigs, and if you get the 16 gig like I have here, only like 10.5 gigabytes are available. So it's really weird that there's no micro SD card slot, and it only goes up to 32 gigs of storage. Number 4, Force Touch. Force Touch is the newest technology from Apple. It allows you to have different actions and responses throughout the OS by pressing down harder on the screen. It makes for cool multitasking, quick actions, and just an overall future-proof and future-full experience. And the more developers start to use Force Touch, the cooler your iPhone will become. Coming at number 5 is kind of one you don't really think about, but is accessories. The Nexus 5X comes with USB Type-C, and this is one of the first phones to have it outside of really the OnePlus 2. And this is kind of in the stage that the iPhone 5 was when it came with the Lightning connector. There aren't a ton of accessories out for it yet. There aren't many docks, the cables aren't super cheap yet, and of course there's also smaller things like cases. The iPhone is such a popular phone that case manufacturers and other accessory manufacturers really make a ton of accessories for the 6S. Example, when you search Amazon, you can see the differences between these two devices. So those are 5 reasons why the iPhone 6s is better. They're both really good phones, and I will make this opposite video soon, and then I'll get the full comparison between the 5X and the 6s. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.